Welcome to this episode of Danger Toast. Hey,
How many times has this guy yell at me? For the cold openings?
Shut. So you might be noticing that we're wearing the same shirts and everything as last episode. And that's because we're doing a nice little short cast right now. If you enjoy this content and you're watching it, thank you. Make sure you hit like, subscribe for more dangerous toasty content. All right, so real quick, Tyler, I have a question to start this off with. Something that's been bugging me. Why don't you have any tattoos?
I want tattoos.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I expected a different answer.
No,
what tattoos do you want?
I want to get a whole sleeve of all my favorite things, gaming and movie.
Okay.
So, like, I want to get. I know one of the big ones I want to get is the vault door from Fallout.
Okay.
And then I think like the Assassin's Creed logo in the center.
Ew.
Or I might just do like Vault 111.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact I want like the Vault Boy somewhere too. So I don't know if he's like coming out of the vault door.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah, just I want a sleeve of like all things gaming. I'm a huge Disney fan, so like get Wally. Like I want Wally.
Okay, that's a cute
within
tattoo.
the sleeve. Baymax.
Yep.
Get Baymax. Like
Baymax would be really hard to do though.
I know. It's just literally lines.
It'd be an outline with some reds.
Yeah. But
on your skin tone, it actually works, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I haven't planned it out a lot, but I know I just want I want two sleeves really, because I want another one that's got like a forest that's alive over here, and then a dead forest here, but there's birds coming out of the dead forest.
So that's awesome. I have two sleeve ideas, but I also really want one specific gaming tattoo. But I started my sleeve kind of on my right arm, with my super awesome tattoo of the killer. It's basically just the killer piranha plant from Mario.
Oh yeah,
super realistic. But it's never gotten finished. Now I have to get it redone.
Yeah.
But the right arm is supposed to represent hell, and so it would lead down to a guy burning in hell. And the left arm was going to represent heaven, and so it was going to have a lion at the top. And it's an entire scene leading down to a guy in heaven. Okay. Same guy.
So is the piranha plant Satan? Like, you're going to put devil horns on it?
No, it's supposed to be the consumption of sin.
Yeah, I
never thought you would want tattoos.
Yeah, so Brian and I, which that's a different story for another day, but
okay.
He and I, our game together was Gears of War.
Yeah.
We loved Gears of War, and we always had this saying when we played was cog tag, because you'd go around collecting the cog tags. So every time I found one, we would just yell out cog tag. So somewhere on our bodies where we were each going to get a cog tag with the Irish, like the Irish band for Brotherhood or something like that. Whatever I can't remember what it's called now, and that's my heritage. But yeah, I've always wanted tattoos. Rachel and I, we were going to go get a tattoo when we were in South Carolina this last year. It never ended up happening. But because she got sunburnt really bad, and then she also got really sick the rest of the trip. So it's like, well.
So there's one gaming tattoo I've always really, really wanted, and that is, have you ever played Don't Starve or Don't Starve Together? Okay.
We played it together. Me and
that's
your
what
ex
I thought.
played.
That's what I thought. So I've always wanted to have Claptrap riding on the back of a beefalope.
Okay, that'd be sick.
With the raccoon guy on top of his head, and they're chasing a butterfly.
That would be sick.
I don't know why. I love the beefalopes and I love Claptrap. I've always wanted that. But
yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
That's really good to know.
Why did you think I wouldn't want tattoos?
Because you don't have any yet.
I just haven't had the opportunity to get one.
You know what? Once this podcast is successful enough, we need to do a vlog. That's what it's called. Of us getting tattoos.
We gotta name our little dangerous toast guy. Oh, he's not on here.
He's not on here. We gotta name this toaster.
Eventually he'll be on here.
Yeah.
I want him on here, but we gotta name him.
Yeah, we should get him.
He's going through some transitions right now. Renditions. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, he's going through some transitions. He's getting top surgery first.
So he's gonna look a little different here in the next month or two, probably, is what I'll say.
Probably.
But yeah.
All right. Well, that topic, that was a surprising response to that. Okay. Second topic that I wanted to talk about. Do you hear about Justin Roiland?
Right. Yeah, he got fired.
Well, yeah.
For the assault charges.
Canceled.
Yeah, so assault charges.
It's assault and battery. I believe it was assault and battery. Yep. No, it's domestic battery.
Accused. It's not proven yet, but it was.
But also wrongful imprisonment.
Yeah, that one I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't understand it either. There's not more details. The victim is staying silent. Or anonymous, I mean, is what I mean. But also silent. She's not coming out. We assume it's a she. They're not coming out with more information. It's all staying within the court system. His legal team is fairly certain that it'll all get handled pretty quickly. But yeah, he's no longer making Rick and Morty, even though season 7 is still coming out. So my prediction is they already recorded, because he does like 90% of all the voices.
Yeah, he's Rick and Morty.
Yeah, he wrote the show.
Yeah.
Now, he never wanted it to be successful. That's why he made it what it is, and then was very surprised that they picked it up.
Yeah.
But it's...
Didn't he get fired from Squanch Games too?
He owns Squanch Games.
Yeah, but...
So, Squanch Games in 2018, I think it was.
But I thought that he, like, got the board of Squanch, like, kicked him off,
I don't
too.
know.
I don't remember.
I didn't hear about that, if that happened.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
So,
it's not fact.
In 2018, they settled out of court a sexual misconduct, I think it was, allegation. It wasn't necessarily against him. It was just against somebody at Squanch Games. So, I don't know. I mean, it's very unfortunate.
When you do the work that he does and like the content he makes, there's bound to be some allegations against you at some point.
There's allegations against literally everybody, but it's very unfortunate. It's very sad.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping that they are just allegations and maybe they'll fix it. But the fact that they're continuing Rick and Morty without him, it's going to be interesting because I don't know if it'll do well. I don't know if Rick and Morty will survive. He also got fired from Solar Opposites. He got fired from a bunch of other stuff. That Koala Man, whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Hopefully he...
I mean,
hopefully he gets...
I gotta rephrase this. It sucks what's happening, but if he actually did, he's a scumbag.
Well, again, we don't even know what was accused.
Right. It's just allegation against him. So I don't know.
Right, but again, because of all the things that can fall under the blanket of domestic...
It's hard to say where to lean with it. Like,
right. I honestly, for somebody as creative as him, he's also going to be dealing with a lot of demons.
Well,
I believe that something happened.
I guess my whole reasoning is we no longer focus on innocent until proven guilty.
Right. It's guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, it's guilty until proven innocent.
Well,
and even if you're proven innocent, you're not guaranteed your job back.
Right. That's the unfortunate thing is right now in society, it's guilty until proven innocent. And then, oh, you're innocent? Okay, well, less people are going to bug you now. Yeah. Like, that's all. It's not even all of us will stop.
So let me clarify.
Less people.
I was not saying it's sad that he got fired. I'm saying it is sad of the situation that is happening.
Right.
That is leading to all of this stuff happening.
Correct.
Around
I
us.
understood you.
Okay.
But I appreciate...
The internet won't.
You're right. But it's okay. All right. So that one's done. All right. So another...
You don't have to, like...
I do. No, because, I'm trying to keep this one shorter and sweeter. All right, this is going to barely be a podcast. This is just going to be like a spitfire take.
This is a podcast episode, though.
It is, but don't worry about it. So, have you heard? First off, did you like Squid Games?
Yes, I loved it.
Okay, did you watch it dubbed or subbed? Dubbed is English.
Yeah, I watched it dubbed.
Okay.
I watched it both ways, actually.
Really?
I watched it on and off. Like, I watched it dubbed and then subbed because there was things that they were saying that didn't actually... Like, the English dubbing was not totally accurate compared to the subtitles.
Here's my thing. I hate when people say that. I'm not angry at you. But that's a common thing that people say. They're like, oh, the English, they get things wrong.
No. And I actually caught it, some of the stuff.
No, I know. Let me explain where I'm going with this. If you ever watch a show in English with subtitles on, the amount of times that they have the wrong words in English
100%.
for the show that's in English. So when they're like, oh, it's actually this, it's like, you don't know. Do you speak Japanese? Do you speak Korean? Are you translating it yourself? You don't know if those subtitles are correct.
Did I leave?
Shut up.
Is this the topic you want to get onto and I led into this?
Yes. Well, kind of no, but yes.
Your anger about dubbed yourself.
Oh, man. I could. Oh, listen.
No, we know you don't like sub because you can't read because you're anorexic or
That's right.
dyslexic.
No, you got it right the first time. I can't read because I'm anorexic. Look at me. I'm so thin and sickly. It messes with my eyeballs. You know, my body's
you're so dark complexion.
Real quick, before we continue on this topic, I wish Erica was here. What skin tone am I?
White.
Thanks. You're like slightly strawberry milk, okay?
What?
You are white with a lot of pink. Am I white with more pink or white with more yellow orange? Like on the tanner side.
You're going Trump? Orange?
No,
Show
not
me the
orange.
underside of your arms.
Okay, underside's a little different.
You're not showing me them. You're showing yourself. Thank you.
I don't know what to do. Is this good?
Boy, you
Pink.
are milk.
Pink.
You milk.
Am I real? Am my eyes broken? I look so brown to me.
You don't look
You
that
have
brown.
brown hair.
Look,
I know I have brown hair.
Dan, your face is so red.
Well,
and peachy.
Yeah, it's
your
wintertime.
arms,
It's wintertime.
Your arms.
In the summertime, I get brown though.
I wouldn't know.
Don't we all?
No.
Can you pull up a brown
doesn't.
scale on Google?
You
I
think he
wanna
turns
know.
brown in the summertime?
Listen, I want to know. I want to know what scale of brown he thinks he is. That's what I want to know.
What
help
is
me.
that? That's just insects. Why are we looking at
It was
insects?
right there, just skin. Okay,
All right. Click on the
do
first
the first one.
I'm all the way to the right.
You lie.
Okay, no. From the right.
Save that photo.
All right, well, real quick. Yeah, save the photo. Make sure you do that. So I'm like right in that middle. Not the darker side of the middle, but the lighter side of the middle. Go to downloads. Put it in the downloads so that way I can easily find it. You don't think
Towards
that
the top.
You don't think that I'm
All the way to the top.
You think I'm pinker?
You have okay. So are you?
Put your arm next to mine. Come on. You see, there's a lot of pink in there.
But putting anybody next to me to compare skin color isn't gonna work.
What are we looking at right now? Oh, okay. I thought this was the part of the download. I'm like, this is not right.
You are A4.
A4, hold on. Son of a
I would have laughed so much harder if your microphone just clocked you in the back of the head.
Why did that happen? I can't see A4. Okay, I see A4.
No.
I would have put myself right around D3.
All right, sit back here. You might be
D3, okay?
okay. No, you're more like a D2 if we're going to that scale.
All right. I'd be
You're
okay
not
with
that dark. This boy.
Listen.
I really just want
My mic's still working?
Yes.
fix your table.
Oh boy, it's not fixed. All
I would
right.
peg you more as a C2.
A C2. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's a little more accurate. C2.
Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with that.
Save
one.
that too, Rachel. Okay,
I don't think she can. Use the snip tool down in the bottom. Over to the right, next to the chrome. Yeah.
When you say, I think I'm really brown, I just wanted to know exactly what color you thought you were.
I think Rachel nailed it. I'm about a C2.
A C2? Okay. Yeah, I think we can go with that. All right.
All right. Anyways.
Okay, so
Back to the original topic at hand.
listen.
That's to settle a bet with Erica.
That clip of that falling, you're not gonna be able to see it on camera very well, but it still needs to happen. Like you need to put it in somehow.
It'll be there. Don't worry. It's going to be there. In fact, you guys just watched it and now you hear us talking about it. All right. So anyways, back to my original topic. I started watching a new show that's a Korean show. There's a couple of Korean shows. I think the one is Korean, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't watched it yet. It's called Alice in Borderlands.
Yeah. Yep.
But
It's like a Hunger Games style, like.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they're like teleported into a video game. It's not so much. It's like It's like Hunger Game meets video game meets.
But it's still
like not Borderlands, Alice in Wonderland.
You still have to survive. The best thing you need to look up a movie. It's called Stay Alive. It's about this video. It's about these kids when they die in a video game.
Yeah,
that's how they die in real
Muniz?
life. Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen
so
it.
it's like that, except you're getting transported into the actual game,
Right.
Pretty much.
Which, all right. Okay, I'm gonna get to that one. Remind me about the other video game movie I want to talk about.
Okay.
But so I started watching a show. It's a Netflix original called Sweet Home. First off, Asian people, you don't know how to name things. Just
Wait a
stop
second.
trying.
So you're moving on from Alice in Borderlands?
Yeah, Alice in Borderlands. I'm not sure if that's Japanese or Korean. I haven't watched
Oh,
it yet.
okay. Good.
I have watched Sweet Home, or I've started. I would say I'm probably almost done with the what's available right now.
Okay.
Second season is coming. Yes. It is an amazing show.
What's it about? Stop telling me it's good. Just tell me what it's about.
In Korea, I'm going to do my best to say as much as I can without spoilers.
subbed or dubbed?
Dubbed.
God, you loser.
Yep. Anyways, so in Korea, this guy he moves into these really crappy apartments, but they're actually kind of dope.
You better hope this is really a Korean film.
It is. I know for a
Okay.
fact.
All right.
Because they constantly talk about Korea.
Okay.
So he moves into this apartment. He plans on just self-deleting himself. And he's just there to self-delete. All of a sudden, his neighbor acting crazy, and then all of these people start acting crazy. So there's all these people in the lobby. Most of them are there. They're like, why is the gate closed? Like, that exits out of the building. They're like, we have to go to work. What the heck? And they try to go, and they can't get out of the building anywhere. And then the monsters start showing up.
Okay.
All right, so that's...
Don't explain the whole
I'm
show
not.
to me.
I'm not, but I'll give you as much as you could decipher from the first few minutes and also the trailer. So it's something is making humans into monsters.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but that's what it is.
Thanks.
And so the show is about these people in this building. So it's kind of split between different people in different scenarios, and eventually they all meet up because you have the people at the base floor who are like holding down the bottom floor. And then you have the people scattered throughout the giant apartment building. So it's a survival thing because, they have to ration food, ration water, and deal with not dying. And what?
I was just thinking about the microphone clock in the back.
Anyways,
Sorry, continue.
so it's very gory. There's a lot of very obviously fake blood. There's a ton of pretty good and then a ton of mediocre special effects. But the story is just fantastic. And the acting is surprisingly good for the most part. Most of the people who are in it better acting than Squid Games.
Really?
100%.
Squid Games won a lot of awards too.
Yeah, because it was so popular.
I'm ready
So
for season 2 of that to come out.
Sweet Home, there's way less over-the-top acting.
You said it's on Netflix?
Yeah. There's way less over-the-top acting, meaning like that this is something that Asians, and apparently me, have, they do a lot, where all of a sudden in a scenario where it's kind of tense, they go from just talking to instantly yelling with their face like this. Japanese people, Korean, any Asian does it, all right?
Can you like...
Continent of Asia, cut it out. It's not racist, it's just fact. That's what they do.
But you could word it differently.
How? You word it.
Asian film.
Even everything. Even anime. Even in anime,
Right, I'm
the
just
characters
saying-
will be sitting there calm. I talked about this when I reacted to Attack on Titans. The woman's like, my son, what happened to my son? And then she just starts screaming.
For the folks at home, what he's referring to is characters in Asian film and anime tend to have
everything.
very strong expressions when they get upset about something.
They have very strong expressions
We are not
all the time.
categorizing. all of the Asian population for this. Anything that comes out of Daniel's mouth
Only applies to
does
me.
not have Tyler stamp of approval.
Yeah. Let me be canceled alone. See, he's
Service
against me.
announcement finished. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, weird that was a service announcement.
I don't know what to call it.
But anyway.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, there you go. Disclaimer disclosed. All right. So fantastic show. Highly suggest watching it.
Okay.
I've become pretty addicted to watching it. It's really good. And there's actually, I'm not going to get into what I was about to say.
Spoiling.
But
You want me to watch it?
there's one thing I need to tell you. So there's a lot of scenes where it feels like maybe they cut out everything around this little short segment, because it'll just happen where it's like the music just all of a sudden explodes with epicness, and it's just like a weird shot of the city. And then it goes back to like some other story. It's just like, it's just like a helicopter flying, but not even a helicopter, just the camera moving throughout the city. And then it just goes to two people talking again. I'm like, was there a build up to that? Like the last thing was like, I'm really hungry. And then also in almost every episode, there is one Imagine Dragons song. And it's the same song every time.
It's the same song?
I'll tell you. So it's supposed to be very epic. And most of the time, it really is. Except for the first episode. The first episode, it's used when a guy is using a fire extinguisher.
It's just a random Imagine Dragons.
Every other time it is like very epic fight scenes or very epic things happening. But the first episode, they're like, oh, we got to use this song. And they're like, fire extinguisher scene. It's we are the warriors. I can't.
Don't say the rest of it.
Yeah, that's it. It's such a great show, but there's so many random things like that. Just like it reminds you it's Asian. Like that's all it is. Just the same Imagine Dragons song. Every episode.
They had a quota to fill. Imagine Dragons is dying. So
Like
they're
like,
big
we
in Korea
bought
now.
this. We spent so much money for the right to use this song. We are going to use it, damn it.
It's the highest quality thing in the whole show.
But yeah, I super suggest watching it.
Was that it? Was that all you had to talk about?
For that show, yes.
Okay, but you wanted to talk about the other video game movie.
Yes. Okay. So it's crap. I forget what it's called.
Oh my
Rachel, can you
gosh.
look it up? Just look up Netflix movie Cursor.
His anorexia is getting in the way again.
I know. Well, I keep calling it Cursor because even in the show like picture or the movie picture, they have the word cursor. Let's see what it comes up with. Not cursor. Choose or Die. That's what it's called, which makes sense because it says those words a lot.
Choose or die.
Yeah, so it looks horrible. It even has a horrible rating. I honestly would watch it again. I thought it was not as
Listen,
bad.
this is not. You got me to watch Willy's Wonderland,
Yeah.
and that's because it had Nick Cage in it. What big actor is in this show that's going to get me to watch the show?
What big actor? Zero.
Okay, then it's not worth it. It's a bunch of budgeted actors and actresses.
Well, wait. Apparently, the guy who played Freddy Krueger's in it. Is that not him, third guy? That's the Freddy Krueger, right? Yeah, that's Freddy Krueger. Apparently, he's in it. I don't know when or where. When would he be in that movie? What? Anyways, let me give you the gist of the movie.
you got 30 seconds. Go.
There is a video game from the 80s that is just kind of randomly popping up. So a guy has it, and when you start to play it, it describes you in a way that you don't, realize it's describing you. So like the first guy says, the warrior was sitting in his cave, and the guy was sitting in his man cave. And outside of his man cave was his wife and son arguing and fighting. And it says, and the guy grabs a beer and takes a drink, says he drinks his ale. The ale is empty. And the guy's like, the heck? It's like, would you like another? So he types yes, and all of a sudden another one pops up. And then it says, behind you ale. So he turns around, it's all suspenseful. Nothing's there. He turns back around and it changed the label to got you. or made you look or something like that. And he's like, crazy, So then it says, it just pops up, his tongue, her eye. And it says, choose or die. So he's like, okay, his tongue. All of a sudden, his wife cut out his son's tongue. And so through the opening credits, it reveals that the guy was like, I can't handle this anymore. So it's like, do you want to stop playing? He said, yes. The reason people are playing it also is because there's 125. Oh, that's why it showed him. He's the voice guy. All right. There's $125,000 prize for beating the game that was never claimed. So it made him make copies of it and redistribute the game. And so
when he stopped playing?
Yeah, because he couldn't handle going on.
No, it made him redistribute copies of it?
Yeah, or else he was going to die.
Oh.
And so the main characters get their hands on it, and it now is in control of her life.
So it's a lot like it has similarities to Stay Alive.
God. Yes and no. I mean, the similarity is that it's a video game.
Okay, but I meant but people are
That's about
dying. But the people are dying because of this video game,
Correct.
or being maimed or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm surprised you've actually heard of Stay Alive and have watched it.
I've watched it 2 or 3 times.
That's a really good movie.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even though it has, again, when you watch it, don't expect it to be AAA. But it was I turned it on. I'm like, this is going to be garbage. I had seen no reviews, but I could just tell by looking at it, it was going to be trash. And then I was very happy.
This man talks about all the time. He has no time on his hands. He's watching trash movies. Anyway.
Listen, that and Sweet Home, I only watched that and started watching Sweet Home because of cleaning.
Now, have you not watched Stay Alive? Lord, I already said that. How many times did I say Stay Alive? Have you not watched Last of Us yet?
No, I have no interest. I've heard enough about the show. I have zero interest in watching it.
Was that it, Daniel?
That's it for me. Do you have anything?
No, I think that was it.
All right. That's a nice short one. That was barely about. Did we talk about games?
We never talked about. But this is not. I mean, it's considered a gaming podcast. But we told them we talked about
High on Life. Maybe
and we talked about our video. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we Squanch games. We talked about Squanch games. Yeah. We also talked about our video game tattoos.
That's right. That's right.
Listen, we better quote for this episode. Anyway, have we really fast? We've not talked about Nick Cage's new movie coming out. Where he plays.
Man, I tell you what, we waited a solid 3 minutes to get to that. All right. We're talking so fast to literally say we haven't talked about Nick Cage's new movie, which is what, 7, 8 words?
Shut up.
All right, go on.
No,
what is it?
Just real quick. He's playing Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
Jared sent it to us in a group chat.
I'm
excited.
That.
That was all I gotta say. I'm excited for it. No spoilers because I don't watch the trailers because I want to see the movie.
Is he? But I feel like he's one of multiple monsters in the movie.
He's got an apprentice that. I didn't really watch the trailer because I don't want to spoil anything.
I read very little about it.
Yeah, but apparently he has an apprentice that he's trying to get back, and he's a vampire too. And
we should. You know what I was thinking about? Have you ever watched Mystery Science Theater?
I've heard of it.
Okay. Or is it Mystery Science Theater or Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Renfield.
3000. It's all that combined. Okay.
Oh, look how amazing he looks.
Oh, that does look great. So, in High on Life, did you get the movie theater from the one guy who sells?
Oh,
the
we've
warp
talked about
charts?
this. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Because you said you wanted to sit there and rewatch the whole thing or watch the whole thing at some point.
Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, that's a Mystery Science Theater spoof.
Yep.
They also did never forget. They also did a Mystery Science Theater 3000 again recently.
Where they just sit there and watch.
But all that to say, we should totally do a Mystery Science Theater type thing on Patreon. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, because we can't get copyright strike on the Patreon thing.
All right,
we
y'all.
just watch Willy's Wonderland first. Nick Cage. We only watch Nick Cage movies.
That would be great. Just
until
there's so many hilarious.
Until Nick Cage sits with us and watches a Nick Cage movie.
It would be so great if he just made fun of his own movies with us.
Yes,
that would be the best. All right, all right, Nick Cage. Leave a comment below. Also, if you guys made it all the way this far, make sure you leave a comment with Nick Cage's name inside of it. Give us a like and hit subscribe and all that kind of jazz.
Stay dangerous, folks.
Stay toasty, my friends. Bye.
It just sounds so dorky.